Good evening, I'm Stan Boney.
I'm Mandy Knoll. Mid-December, after GM announced the closing of the Lordstown plant, we reported that Mercy Health put a hold on its plans to build a new hospital next to the Eastwood Mall in Howland.
But documents obtained by First News and a statement today from Mercy Health indicate if the Ohio EPA approves, there is still potential the hospital could be built. 27 investigates the possibility of a new hospital in Trumbull County.
I stood today with Cafaro Company spokesman Joe Bell, adjacent to the Eastwood Mall, near the site where Enterprise Park may someday be built, and asked about Mercy Health's commitment to build a new hospital here.
I can't speak for Mercy Health. We've seen the documents, you've seen the documents, and I think they speak for themselves. They're pretty clear.
The documents are letters from HZW Environmental Consultants, hired by the Cafaro Company to the Ohio EPA, and a letter from Mercy Health's president to the Cafaro Company. The proposed Enterprise Park would be built along Mosquito Creek in Howland Township, 16 acres of which is wetlands, and requires EPA approval to build on. On December 26th, 8 days after we reported Mercy Health's hospital was on hold because of the closing of the GM Lordstown plant, a letter from HZW to EPA officials stated that Mercy Health remains committed to Enterprise Park, but its decision then and is now whether it will construct a 3 or 4 level building versus a 5 or 6 level building. In a letter dated January 21st to the Cafaro Corporation, Mercy Health President Don Klein writes, "Our commitment to Enterprise Park has not changed." And then today, Klein sent me a statement stating that if the EPA were to approve part or all of the development, we would continue our assessment of size and scope for a potential investment.
We're committed to the project itself. We have been answering the EPA's questions and going through this process in a very deliberate and thoughtful way.
The document from HZW also listed 5 alternative sites, the 2 most frequently mentioned being the Kmart Distribution Center, deemed too remote, and the former St. Joseph Hospital on Todd Avenue in a deteriorating neighborhood on land too small. Also considered the former sites of Copperweld and RG Steel, both with cleanup issues, and the Phantom Fireworks Warehouse, which owner Bruce Zolden will not sell.
Now, everyone I talked with today and every document I read pointed out that nothing can be done with a new Mercy Health Hospital or Enterprise Park until the Ohio EPA decides if the land along Mosquito Creek can be used. As Don Klein of Mercy Health said in one document, you can't define what you're building until you know what you're building it on. We have the document from HZW along with Klein's letter and statement at WKBN.com.